Britain's aviation minister says the countries must work together to restart global travel. No hospitality company stands to benefit more and perhaps have to do more to open borders than Marriott International, the largest hotel chain in the world. There are properties in more than 130 countries. Speaking to me, Marriott's new chief executive said it's the sector's job to make guests feel safe.
I think the most immediate priority really covers all travel companies. It's to inspire confidence in travelers that they're safe, get them enthusiastic about getting back on the road, make sure that our associates are given all the tools they need to safely and warmly welcome our guests, and do everything we can to support our owners and franchisees who've borne a disproportionate impact from the challenges of the pandemic.
I look at your wide spread of properties. We're heading to a haves and have-nots, the vaccinated world and the developing world, which is going to not be vaccinated for many months, if not several years. How difficult will that be to negotiate for you?
Well, it'll be challenging. We're operating in 133 countries as we sit here today. Got another 20 or 30 in the pipeline soon to come. I think we've got to look at those jurisdictions that have started to get solid containment of the virus. You look at a market like China that I think has been quite effective. All of our hotels have reopened in Greater China. Occupancy levels are essentially back at pre-pandemic levels. And I think we look at markets like that as a real roadmap for the way other markets around the world might recover.
But if you take, for example, the growth of Airbnb at one side, and we'll come to that in a second, and you look at the sheer number of brands, Westin versus Renaissance, Marriott versus Sheraton, I start to ask, the commoditization of the hotel product that this suggests, does it leave room for excellence?
I think it absolutely does. It's interesting to watch the way the industry has evolved. Not all of the big global brand companies have embraced luxury, for instance, the way Marriott has embraced luxury. But I think all through the quality tiers, our focus is on service excellence. And again, we've got to make sure a customer understands what brand within our portfolio is ideal for which trip type. You talked about Airbnb, for instance. You know, we've rolled out Marriott Homes and Villas, and we've done that because for certain very specific trip types, our loyal Bonvoy guests want a whole home experience, and we'd like to keep them within that Marriott family.
It is good to see you, all those sad circumstances under which you are elevated. I guess not an easy time all round for you.
No, certainly not. Richard, I know you had the good fortune to spend lots of time with Arne. Really a remarkable person, a generational leader. And I think one of the things, I'm sure you've read many of the tributes that I've had the good fortune to read. What's so interesting to me, very few of those tributes talk about business. They really talk about him as a person, the way he connected with folks across our company, across our industry, across the business world, really more broadly. And just a devastatingly sad loss, of course, for his family, but for all of us.
And I think the last time we were on a panel together I was moderating, it was about human trafficking. And even though it was a busy day, but he not only knew it was an important panel, but he wanted to do it. He recognized that the hospitality industry has things it needs to do in relation to trafficking and those issues.
For those who somehow were engaged in saving somebody, they'll take pride in that for the rest of their careers.
And that was the nature of the man. He knew he wanted to make a difference.
He did. He knew the power of this industry. He knew the power of the platform that he enjoyed. And he should really be applauded and admired for the stances he took on issues that are important, even beyond business, really for humanity.
I know people always say, well, I never expected to get the top job. And the way you got the top job was under very, very difficult and sad circumstances. But you have now got it. Do you, and of course, you feel the weight of the Marriott name. the second CEO who's not been at Marriott, but do you feel that weight?
I would feel that way if somebody had tasked me with leading this company by myself. I think the thing that gives me great confidence and great enthusiasm is the thousands and thousands of people that put on a Marriott name badge every day, the extraordinarily talented and long tenured senior leadership team that I'll work with every day to try to help the company realize its potential. And when I think about it in those terms, while it is a challenging task, it is a tremendously energizing task.